Okay, so let's go ahead and add a car movement. Right, so first of all, what we need to do is we need to create a new method by the name of get inputs. Okay, first of all, we want to get the inputs. So if the player is pressing the horizontal and vertical keys, then according to that keys, we're gonna move forward, backward, left, and right. Okay, so right here, first of all, we're gonna check that if the control is the keyboard control. Okay, so control mode dot keyboard. Okay, so if the player is using keyboard, then the horizontal will be equals to input dot get axis, and we want to get the horizontal axis, and this horizontal is this one. Okay, this float. So if we are moving to the left side, it's gonna be -1, and if we are moving to the right side, then it's gonna be 1, or else it's gonna be 0. Okay, so after the horizontal, we need to get the vertical as well for moving forward and backward. So vertical equals to get axis, and this time we're gonna say get axis raw, and we're gonna then say vertical. Okay, so this is gonna get us the inputs, and once we have the inputs, then now according to the inputs we're gonna move our car. All right, so let's create a new method by the name of calculate car movement, and in here we're gonna set the car speed to car rigid body dot velocity dot the magnitude. Okay, and then the car speed converted is gonna be equals to mathf dot round. Let's pass the car speed to it and multiply that by 3.6. Okay, so right here we are just simply calculating the car speed in meters per second. Okay, and then on this line what we are doing is we convert the car speed from meter per second to kilometer per second. Okay, now after this what we're gonna do is we're gonna uh, apply the braking right here. So we're gonna say that if the player presses the space key. Okay, so key code dot space. Okay, so if the player do that, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna set the handbrake to true, or else the handbrake is gonna be false. Okay, and then we're gonna say that if the handbrake is applied, okay, then we're gonna say that yes, the car is now gonna stop. So we're gonna set the motor torque to 0. Okay, this is this motor torque variable. We can actually make the m small right here. So just motor torque. Okay, so we're gonna set this to 0, and also we want to apply brakes. So for applying the brakes, we're gonna create a method which will be by the name of apply brake, and in here we just gonna be applying the brake power to, okay, this brake power, where it is right here. Okay, for now it is 0, but we're going to be adding a value to this. So we're going to apply this brake power to the wheel collider's brake torque. Okay, so let's start from the first one, which is front wheel left collider. So front wheel left collider dot brake torque, and this gonna be equals to the brake power. Okay, now we can copy this, paste it 3 times, and change this to front wheel right collider. Then this one gonna be back wheel left and back wheel right collider. Okay, so this is gonna apply the braking. We also want to create a method to release the brakes. Okay, so we're gonna name this as release brake. And now instead of equaling it to the brake power, we're gonna equal it to 0 back again. Okay, simple as that. Now in here, when we set the motor torque to 0, we gonna call the apply brake method right here. And then if the brake is not pressed, okay, then we're gonna call the release brake method, and then we're gonna check that if the car speed converted is less than the maximum speed. Okay, so if this is the case, then the motor torque will be equals to maximum motor torque, and let's multiply that by vertical. Okay, which is this vertical right there. That's it. Then if this is not the case, then in the else we're gonna say that the motor torque will be equals to 0. Okay, let's now get back right here, and after the start let's add a update method. And in the update, first of all, let's call the get inputs method, and then the calculate car movement method. After this, we're gonna create one more method which will be right here after this calculate car movement, and that method is gonna be the it's gonna be by the name of apply motor torque. Okay, and in this one we're gonna be applying the motor torque according to the car type. So if it is the front wheel drive, then we're gonna apply the motor torque, or you can say the movement, just to the front wheels. And if it is a rear wheel drive, then the back wheels, we're gonna apply motor torque to that. And if it is four wheel drive, then all of the wheel will have motor torque. Okay, so let's check that. So if the car is equals to car type dot front wheel drive, okay, then in this case what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply the torque only to the front wheels. So front wheel left collider, okay, dot motor torque, it's gonna be equals to the motor torque. Okay, and then front wheel right collider dot motor torque equals to motor torque. Okay, and now if it is the rear wheels, so car type equals to car type dot rear wheel drive, then back wheel left collider, and then right here back wheel right collider. Okay, then if it is four-wheel drive, okay, so if it is equals to four-wheel drive, then we're gonna apply torque to the back wheels and also to the front wheels. So I'm gonna just copy that and paste it right there. Okay, and then uh, when the car is moving, calculate car movement method right here at the bottom, just simply add this method. Okay, right, so now if we save this script, okay, and get back to Unity, okay, so here is everything. Let's set the maximum motor torque to 900. Let's set the maximum speed to 140 and the brake power is gonna be 5000. And in the center of mass, let's add this body. Okay, just simply drag and drop this body in there. Since the body is, as you can see, let me turn off the gizmos. Okay, so now as you can see, the body is in the middle of the car. Okay, and if your body is not in the middle of the car, then just simply create an empty game object, okay, like this, and move it in the center. Name this as COM, center of mass, and drag and drop it in there. Okay, now if we play the game, now we will be having a basic car movement. Okay, if we press the W key, as you can see, the car move forwards, and if we press the S key, as you can see, the car is moving backwards. So forward, backward. Let's stop. Okay, and if you notice, the car is a little bit messy. If you notice, okay, this is due to the center of mass. Okay, so let me select this COM and body. Okay, let's move COM a little bit down below and let's play it again. Okay, it is playing and now it is still have that issue, but don't worry, we're gonna fix that. But now if you notice, our car can brake, can move backward and brake, move forward and brake, and everything works perfectly fine. Now after this, the next thing which we will be adding is the steering. And also if we move the car, okay, as you can see, the tires are just sliding, so we don't want that. We want to rotate the tires, but we're gonna do that in the next video.